see, it knows I don't have those MP3s local, so let's go ahead online, use Spotify as a service.
First of all, to look at your local disc because it knows your preference, and if not, again, it will go to Spotify. Thank you very much, and as strange as it might sound, you'll find yourself speaking more and more into the computer, and we are continuing to work with these nuance in order to deliver better and better solutions. Thanks, Greg. Well, here comes my favorite. Certainly more fun. Gaming and playing. You know, whenever I'm trying to compete with my son, and he's got all this screen, Control A, Control D, backward, forward, all this kind, it's so frustrating that I always want to say, what will happen if we'll be able to interact naturally? Let's look at it.
So this here is a game called Hoplites, and you're going to see these little dudes pop up, and I have to basically get them across the canyon. And while this is an easy level, let me show you how this works. I can actually go ahead and bounce them right on my fingers. This is so precise.
What do you do from down?
Oh, you want to drop him into the lava?
By the way, you can see that it's actually it's tracking each one of your fingers very accurately. It's finger tracking, not skeleton tracking. And I don't know if you noticed, but it's running on the recent 3D camera.
I'm having fun with this guy. So as you can see, it's actually tracking the tip of my finger.
Can you do something more complicated?
Alright.
Oops. I hope you don't kill everything.
Alright, let's try a more difficult level here.
Yeah.
Alright, this is a better. So I have to protect this guy from the lava, and as you can see, I can use my entire hand.
But the others are killed. All right, with little practice, probably you'll be able to do it.
Yes.
But it does stop over here. Let's look at another thing that we can do when we've got the depth information. Why don't you look, I believe all of you know this game, which is pinball. Let's play 2D, because we're all used to it. But now we've got the world in 3-dimensional, let's try to do it 3D. We can tilt. It's doing the work for you. Oh? And you can see that now you can play pinball, but not a 2-dimensional pinball, a 3-dimensional pinball. Guy, I tried it, believe me, it's challenging. And it doesn't stop over here. Let's take another example. Let's look at the flying man. All right, Ellie, why don't you show us the flying man? So what we see over here, you can see his hands. And again, if you remember, as we play with the kids, this is how you maneuver. We've got the Superman, the hero, the flying man. Let's look at the screen. Let's look. Can you move to the right? No, I'll tell you what to do. It's my stage. Move to the right. Left. Up. Down. You know what? Go and kill it. You see, no joystick, not everything. Just play with this game. Make it totally natural and intuitive. Running fast. Yeah, and by the way, guys, I believe he needs a hand because Eli is not doing only the demo, he's the one that developed this application. Thank you very much, Eli. Okay, learning and education. This is one of my favorites. Just look at the face of the kids when they are doing it. We are going to revolutionize the way that we do learning in the world. Let's look at some of the games. First of all, Intel's collaborating with Scholastic to bring their figures to life. We just started. Let me show you a very short snippet of the game, and then we'll go to other stuff. Oh, okay, let's start first of all with some of the augmented reality. I was running too fast. Let's see how we bring augmented reality to the real life and how we combine the real world with the virtual world.
So Muli, you spoke about bringing the real world and the virtual world together and blurring those boundaries. So, I want to show you how we can do that today with the 3D depth camera. So all your books, you can have an absolutely immersive experience with this. So as you can see, my 3D depth camera has recognized the edge of the table, and it's built a virtual farm over here on the table here for me. So I can have my little shepherd, Jeffrey, over here, move around. Now, not only that, I can also bring in real-world objects into this scene over here. And because of the depth camera, I can actually have them, be a part of my scene. So, as we can see, Jeffrey's sheep is stuck up there. And he is going to walk up the ramp.
Camera recognizes the depth,
Right.
and you can see Jeffrey climbing the tree. But why do we have to use this slide? Can we do something which is more natural?
Absolutely. So, Riley, could I have you put your hand up here, please? Thank you, sweetheart. So, I can even include, we can be totally immersed in here. I'm going to make Jeffrey walk up Riley's arm over here. Does that tickle Riley?
Is it tickling? Is it tickling Riley? So you can see actually that by putting her hand, again when we spoke about immersive, she becomes part of the virtual world, and we can see that the border between the real verge and the real... What is that? What's the snow over there?
It's snow. It's following Jeffrey.
And let's move to Clifford the dog that we spoke about before. Can you show us Clifford?
Sure. So this is another edutainment application. Everybody knows Clifford the Red Dog. This application over here is going to help Riley learn her alphabets. And with very simple gestures, she can go ahead and move the basket here. Riley, could you put your hand here? So this is an application developed by Scholastic.
Very nice. Duck. So again we can see with natural gestures, actual economical, and this is only the beginning of our collaboration with Scholastics. But let's look at books. I believe that also the books are going to look different, especially if we've got bedtime story. So Jig, now I want you to take us quickly through this bedtime story. We're going to take our books and bring them to life, and again, interact with the book, make it real.
So I have 2 kids at home, and when I read them bedtime stories, they're more interested in the illustrations and more than the text. And so what we have here is we can actually bring books to life, and Riley here can go ahead and play with the characters in the book.
So actually, you can tickle the figures, you can play with them, you can play with the background, you can play on the mushrooms like drums.
Not only that, now the voice recognition that you spoke about, as I read books, it will actually recognize the page that I'm on, and it can, go ahead and change that as I read the book as well. So, Sam's heart was lifted to a faraway land where floating stones covered with old clinging trees, fanning him upward, his strength kept Sam flying.
The computer recognizes where she is, and she's turning the pages automatically. That's definitely incentive for your kids to learn to read. Then look again at the gestures, and again the whole interaction with the book coming to life.
And not just that, I can even show my page, and it'll recognize the page and can flip the page as well. Riley, would you like to try that? It's so simple, it's so intuitive, even a 5-year-old can get this.
Thank you very much, Ignite. Thank you very much, Riley. Okay, but we cannot build it by ourselves. We need to work with the ecosystem. You showed before our support and our cooperation with 3D System, our cooperation with Nuance on Voice Solution. We are working with Scholastic, with Microsoft, Emotion in order to read your feeling. DreamWorks, trying to figure out in the near future we will be able together to bring all these figures to life. Autodesk, Mateo, all this company and Tencent, not to mention Tencent in China, we are working with all the ecosystem in order to take this solution, this 3D camera solution, and bring it together to the market. More than that, we started competition in the market. It was a $1 million competition of developers to see who can come with the best solution utilizing the depth camera. We've got several prizes that I will not be able to show all of you, but the grand prize winner was Nakamura-san, who is playing Kagura, and I would like to show you what came out of the competition. Kagura-san, please. These are just one application of the application that we are getting for our ecosystem. You'll see some of them in our booth. To summarize, we will make human-machine